back to my channel. Welcome to today's vlog. It has been about 3 weeks or a month maybe since I've been on here, and it's honestly just been because I've been so busy and there's really not a whole lot that changes week to week to update you guys on. So for anyone that's new here, my name is Amy. I struggled with infertility for almost 5 years. I have endometriosis and I got a surgery for that. Got pregnant one time and unfortunately I had a stillbirth. And then about 8 months after that, I started my IVF journey where I ended up doing one egg retrieval, and unfortunately we only got one embryo from that cycle, and so we did a transfer and it did not work, so we had to do a second egg retrieval in which we got 7 frozen embryos, and we transferred 2 more that didn't work, and then our 4th transfer was our ticket, and I am 24 weeks pregnant. So that is kind of the brief Coles note of my journey so far. So everything's going really well. I've been feeling really good these last few weeks. Honestly, I have no complaints. I have a little bit of indigestion, but it's nothing major. Starting to get bigger, so I'm having a little bit of a harder time walking up steep hills and staircases and some shortness of breath, but I really feel pretty great. My ankles haven't started swelling yet or anything like that, so I'm grateful for that. So I feel really good. Corey and I have just started purchasing some stuff for the baby. So I ordered our stroller online. I ordered our crib and our crib mattress online. We got a dresser at IKEA, and we've got a couple little things in the nursery already. And I've gotten a bag of hand-me-down clothes ready. So things are starting to get real. When that stuff should be coming in the next week or two, and I'll definitely show that stuff to you guys and let you know kind of what we decided on. It's been a little bit tricky to get baby supplies right now with COVID going on. So there's 2 baby stores local to us. We have Bye Bye Baby, which is about an hour and a bit away, and then we have Babies R Us, which is probably about 45 minutes away from us. So we did go to Babies R Us to look around, and basically they didn't really have the crib that I wanted or the stroller that I wanted. And when I talked to the lady in there, she basically said that they are having a really hard time getting stuff in stock. Excuse me. This is what I mean by indigestion. They're having a really hard time getting things in stock because of COVID. So a lot of the manufacturing companies, I guess, aren't making the stuff or something like that. So she said it was pretty hard to get stuff, and they don't really know. They're unable to tell you like when they would be able to order stuff in for you. You can't order it online. So because of that, I just decided to go ahead and order some stuff online anyway, so I would have some of the necessities. I went ahead and put my registry together, or got it started. I mainly just put like big ticket items on there of like things that I want, in case I had a couple people say that they might chuck in and go splits on some bigger items, which is really nice. So I got some stuff on the registry, but I haven't put like every single thing on there. I want a lot of children's books, I want a lot of sleepers, and I want a lot of onesies, and I didn't specifically go through and pick each thing. So I think I'll just put that on a note whenever we do figure out what we're gonna do for a shower, if we're gonna have a shower. I'll just put that in a note ahead of time that the registry is there if you want it, but it's our first child, so feel free to buy whatever you want. Most of the people that will be coming already have children, so they know probably more than I know on what I actually need. So other than that, it's just been pretty chill here. Corey just finished his lobster season, so we've had some time to spend together, which has been nice. So yeah, it's been pretty good. I've been doing like a lot of research. I'm kind of like, I don't want to be one of those people that like buys everything for their baby, because I've been around babies enough to know that they don't really need all that much stuff. And I've also been around babies enough and have enough friends with babies to know that what one baby likes, another baby might not necessarily like. So swaddling, for instance, some babies love it, some babies hate it. So I don't want to go out and buy like 20 swaddles and then end up with a baby that doesn't like swaddling. So hopefully I'll just get a couple, and then once I know that they like it, then I can get more if I need to. What else? Same with like the different swings and the vibrating chairs and like the moving chairs, like the Mama-Roo and stuff like that. I don't really want to buy a swing, a Mama-Roo, and a vibrating chair, so I haven't picked any of those yet, and I'm not sure if I'm just gonna go with one and see how it goes or what I'm gonna do. So that's kind of where we're at. We gotta kind of play it by ear and see what happens with COVID. I'm hoping I can have something. I'm thinking about maybe just doing a drive-by where like Corey and I kind of set up the deck and we get some treats and stuff out, and then we just let people know like we'll be on the deck from 12 to 5 or whatever, and people can come and go and visit and drop off presents or do whatever, and that way we don't have like a whole bunch of people in one area or one space. We can do it outside, keep our distance if we need to, and then have it kind of go throughout the afternoon so not everybody's not here at once. So that's kind of what I'm leaning towards, but we really won't decide until a little bit later because it will depend on how everything is going with COVID. So a little bit of a wrench in the pregnancy for sure. I did have a doctor's appointment this week. It was pretty uneventful. Just went in, did my weight, my blood pressure. Yeah, that was pretty much it. Talked to her, asked her a few questions. I did a couple weeks ago have a lot of very intense cramping. It was way up underneath my boobs basically, so it was up top and it would come, it wouldn't last long, it was under 30 seconds, where it would just feel like it was spazzing or spasming and tightening, and then it would go away pretty quick and then it would come back. So I'm still not really sure what that was. A lot of people on Instagram told me it was Braxton Hicks. I didn't know you could get Braxton Hicks until I thought that was like after 35 weeks, but apparently they could start as early as 20 weeks. So maybe that's what it was, but it did freak me out a little bit because of my past. I'm fortunate I was able to ask one of the doctors at work, and she was able to reassure me that she thought everything was fine, but she said if I wanted to get really checked out, I could have registered through Merge and she would take a look at me. In the end, I decided to go home and rest and see how it went, and so when I got home from work, I laid in bed and rested, and it went away. And by the next morning it was completely gone, and I haven't had issues since. So I just had questions with my doctor over what am I supposed to do if I have questions, who do I call, where do I go, like what's in the future, like what am I supposed to do. So she was able to give me some numbers that I could call if I had any concerns, so that was nice. And I got booked in again for 5 weeks. So because of COVID, I'm only going to my doctors every 5 weeks right now, 5 to 6, which is not the regular, and it's also not the regular post stillbirth. So a lot of my connections, a lot of my friends that I've made through my stillbirth journey, they have been able to go in like every 2 weeks. They've been able to get ultrasounds every 2 to 4 weeks. And I unfortunately have not been able to have that mostly because of COVID, which is unfortunate, but I have to constantly remind myself that if my doctor felt I needed to go in more, she would have me in more. I do trust that. So it's just been weird where I had like an expectation of seeing a doctor more frequently and getting more ultrasounds and stuff. It's just been weird not having that. So I'm just constantly reminding myself that she's seeing me as much as she needs to see me and everything is good. So definitely the anxiety is still there. I don't think it's going to go away. I honestly think it will last even after I have a newborn. But it's I've been managing okay. It's just I have certain moments where I'm very anxious. When I bought the stroller, I bought a fairly expensive stroller. Not that that makes a difference, but as soon as I bought it, I was like, oh my God, because that was the first thing that I had bought. So I was like, oh my God, I jinxed it, something's gonna happen. And so when I purchase things, I feel that way. When we cleaned out the room for the nursery, I felt like we were gonna jinx it and something bad was gonna happen, but that's just my anxiety talking, and I need to constantly remind myself that that is the anxiety and that is not true fact. So it's always a battle. I think pregnancy in general is anxiety provoking, and I think it is especially anxiety provoking after you've had a loss. So it just, you're always working on it. And I'm just, even though I'm still anxious, I'm so excited, and I'm so happy to be 24 weeks. Like, that is a big milestone. It's viability, which means that basically if you went into labor, they would be able to medically intervene to keep your baby alive, if you wished. So that's kind of a big deal. So I feel good about it, but it seems like as soon as I hit one milestone, I'm already counting down to the days till the next milestone. So the next one is my 32-week ultrasound, which is my girl scan to check on the umbilical cord, where the umbilical cord wasn't inserted into the placenta in the proper way. They wanted to check at 32 weeks to check his growth, to make sure that he is growing as he should. So that's my next big thing, and it's not until I'm 32 weeks, so it's not until August, so it's a little bit away, but I'll get there just like I got to every other milestone. So thank you guys for watching. I will try to come back and update you guys. Hopefully I get some stuff in soon and I can show you what I've gotten, and we will chat soon. Thank you for all your support. Love you guys. Bye.